What's up, y'all? My name is Delon. I'm a local artist in Portland, Maine.
All the men out there, they want to know, are you single?
Yes.
Word, for real?
Yeah.
Okay. So you ain't got no side ting, no booze,
No, nothing.
No.
I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on making money, getting out of the state, and becoming the best person that I can be. I want to be able to have a nice house, probably in Georgia, because that's where I'm probably going to end up living in Georgia. Nice house in Georgia, family, do music, not as a side thing, but do music as my job. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? My name is Delon. I'm a local artist in Portland, Maine. Fuck with me.
Hey, all right, Delon. So we see that you got a little buzz going, and you dropped a really dope track before, Feelings to Convey, and you got a lot of buzz off of that. Like, tell us, bring us on your musical journey. Like, how did this all start? When did you start as an artist?
Well, I've been doing music for I haven't been like producing and putting music out for a long time. I just started putting music out last year. But music, I started when I came right from Africa. I was 7 years old. I started singing around the house. I would go to the grocery store. I'd be singing. People would be like, they'd ask my mom, is that your daughter? She can sing really well, da 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 da. I sang at like school talent shows. I worked with 2 Broadway stars, which was like really cool. It was really cool to work with 2 Broadway stars from New York. But Feelings to Convey is a song about an ex that I had, but it doesn't have to be taken that way, but it is about an ex that I had who just held me back and who made me feel like I was nothing, and I had all these feelings bottled up, and I had to convey those feelings. I had to tell people those feelings. I had to tell myself those feelings in order for me to move on past those feelings. So that song, that was the song that I did my first music video to, which was a lot of fun. I worked with the producer named Junis, and I got to work with another artist who helped me portray the feelings that I wanted to in that song.
Word. Okay, that's a lot you just told us. But let me take you back to, you said you're from Africa? Like,
I am from Africa.
You're African?
Yeah, I'm African.
Hey, okay,
I'm
what part?
African, yes, sir.
What part?
I was born in Liberia, but I'm actually Ghanaian.
Yo, you Ghanaian?
Yeah, I'm Ghanaian.
Word,
yeah.
Okay, represent. Most of us are African here too, so word, that's what's up. Okay, word. So all right, so let's take it even further back than that. Like, did someone in your family have a musical talent, or is this something you picked up on your own? How did this come about?
No, it's a talent that I was born with. No one in my family really does music. I was actually adopted, so I have a my adopted cousin actually does music. He's a rapper, and he actually he has a lot of clout actually. His name is Drugster.
Drugster?
Yeah.
From where?
He lives in Sanford.
Maine?
He's done concerts himself. He's put them on himself. He's really good.
That's dope. So growing up, like, who were your musical influences?
I've never really had any musical influences. I kind of just want to do my own thing. If I were to pick somebody who was somebody that I inspired to be like I said, I kind of want to just be me and do my own thing. But I fuck with Rihanna. I like her vibe. She's so versatile. She does a lot of things. She can either rap or she can dance. She just does everything. I fuck with that.
Music no more though.
So definitely Rihanna.
Word. Okay. So what genres are you into though? I know you said you're very independent as an artist, and it seems like as a person too. But like, what musics do you kind of gravitate to?
R&B. I love singing. Singing is me. I can express myself through singing without using any words. It's just easier. R&B and probably hip hop. I like to rap. I do rap.
Word. So like when we first heard your song "Feelings to Convey," we were going crazy. But yo, who is this girl? Like, yo, she got them vocals like soulful, jazzy. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Yeah. Can you give us a note or something? Can you give us
cold.
You have a cold? Oh, that's a no.
I got a cold.
She got a cold. All right, bet.
COVID.
She got a COVID. Oh my god. All right.
You're coughing too.
They all
smoke cough. Yeah, that's 2 different things, man. Yeah, I can't get past COVID.
So how long you been in Portland now, or Maine?
Like I said, I was adopted from Africa when I was 7. So I actually was adopted into Vermont in the middle of February. Fuck that. Fuck that, my nigga. Like, I came from 100 degrees to like -10 in Vermont. So I lived in Vermont for about a year with my adopted family, and then we moved to Sanford, Maine, which is pretty up north too.
So you currently live in Stanford?
I used to live in Stanford with my family, but I moved out and I live in Lewiston now.
Oh, you live in Lewiston?
I do. Yep.
Hey, I graduated from Lewiston, so you know what it is. Hey. Okay. When did you start making music and you started putting it out there for people?
Crazy. Last year.
Last year?
Last year.
You're lying.
No, I'm so serious. I've been singing for a long time. I've done choruses and stuff.
Yeah.
But last year I was just like, let's fucking do it. Like, I just wrote a song. My cousin was like, I got you. He recorded it for free. And then we just posted it up. And then got a couple thousand views.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're just really like a natural talent.
Yeah, just natural. All natural, baby.
Damn. Okay. So are you into the whole like Afrobeat like kind of wave that's kind of taking storm right now?
I definitely want to get into Afro, yeah.
Word. Okay. Who are your favorite Afrobeat artists?
I'm not really educated on it. I don't have a lot of Afrobeat. I don't really know a lot of Afrobeat.
Mm-hmm.
If I hear a song that's Afrobeat, I'm like, yeah, I know this song, but I don't really know any of the artists.
Word. Okay. So obviously you said you're adopted, and obviously you're Ghanaian. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think just kind of having that background, or you just being adopted, has played an influence in your music or your life or who you are?
I feel like it's given me a different perspective. Being adopted, being raised by a family that's white and being black, the only black person in my entire family, is definitely either it's brought me up a little bit, but it's put me down at the same time. So I can either use it to my advantage or not. Being black, people not understanding me, my family not being able to understand, black culture, and then being black and having understanding what it's like to be white and having somebody that's black in your family. That made no sense. I'm just gonna stop. Mm-hmm. That made no sense at all.
No, that made perfect sense. That's cool.
It did?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, so like, how has it affected your music though? Do you think you put out music in a different persona because of it, or do you think you're like, you know what, like I'm adopted, but like hip hop is really my shit, and I really identify with black people. You know what I'm saying, regardless of my family, and this is how I want to like portray myself.
I think when you're black, music is in your core, it's in your blood, regardless of how you're raised. It's in your blood, it's who you are. Like the beats, you can feel that shit in your heart. And I'm so passionate about it because it doesn't matter who I was raised with, it doesn't matter like where I came from, but I know that music is in my blood, and regardless of my white family, none of that shit matters. It's all about music.
Point out who you are now.
Lyrically, I've gotten a lot better. When I first started writing music, I kind of needed help with writing lyrics. I kind of needed help with like flow, but I've gotten a lot better with flow, and I've gotten a lot better with writing lyrics and understanding what I'm writing about and being able to express my feelings in music, and so people can understand my feelings perfectly when I'm writing the music, when I'm writing the song.
And have you stated an inspiration or someone like that motivates you to continue being a better artist?
I definitely think, like I said earlier, I said Rihanna. She's just so versatile. She can do anything. She can do.
How do you stay motivated?
Sometimes I feel like giving up on music, and then I go 2 or 3 days without listening to any music, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to listen to music. Like, I think just music in itself inspires me. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but just listening to music, I realize I can't live without singing. There's not a day, you can ask my friend, there's not a day that goes by that I don't sing. I have to sing. So I think just music and all different artists and the variety and the everything, it inspires me.
How do you think Maine has affected your music? Being in Maine, how do you think that's changed your music? And how do you think, if you say you moved down south, how do you think that would change your music? Do you think you'd be a different artist, or do you think you still bring kind of who you are down there?
I like to be challenged as an artist. I know that when I go down south, there's going to be a lot more competition. There's going to be a lot more, people who've been in the game a lot longer, and they're going to challenge me. I like to be challenged. I like a challenge because that makes me that brings out the best of me. It makes me a better person. It makes me say, I can go further. If she can go this far, I can go 100 times further. Like I can do better. I can push myself. So staying in Maine kind of like, I know I'm talented, and I know there's not a lot of other female artists in Maine. So I think going down south is going to really help me push myself a lot more.
You want more competition?
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Camera, you look great on the camera, by the way.
Thank you.
So, who are your top 3 artists right now? Like, you know, if you had any 3 artists that you can name as your top 3 that you listen to forever, who are they?
Definitely Riri. That's my girl. Yeah. I started fuck with Billie Eilish because I fuck with her vibe. I like how she really doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? She makes her music and she just does her thing.
Her new shit?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
No bullshit.
No bullshit, her new shit?
Right. That shit is fire. Anyone can vibe to it. You don't have to, you can be white, black, doesn't matter. You can vibe with any of her shit. I like it. And she's just different. She's unique. That's what I like about her. She doesn't really care about, it's not all about her body. It's all about her art, her music. So I fuck with her and Riri. And who else? Probably Beyonce. Not like a generic answer. It's such a generic answer. But she's just she's come so far as an artist, and she just pushes herself further every time. Everything she puts out is always better than the next thing. Than the thing that she had posted.
She's a
before.
perfectionist.
Right,
I
she's a
love it.
perfectionist, yeah.
She
Tries to better herself regardless of she beats herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She beats herself. I love that. Because I'm like that.
Or okay. So when did you realize that you started getting some buzz and this is something that you wanted to take on seriously?
That's a really good question. Probably there's a song that no one's heard that's on SoundCloud and no one knows about it at all. It's called Mother, and it's a song that I wrote. It's a really long story, but my adopted mother was not a good person. It's a song that I wrote for her, and lyrically it's so good. The only thing that's not good is the instrumentals. It's such a good song, and when I wrote it and I heard it back, I was like, yo, I gotta push myself. Like I gotta really do this. Like I'm good, and like people who heard it, there's only been a select few. They all were like, they could identify it with themselves. And that's what I want to do as a musician. Like, they can take the song and they can put it into their own shoes. Like, don't vape this. It's not good. It's gonna lead you down a dark, dark road. Yeah.
I love it.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Take a jump, have a toast.